Hello everybody, today I'm going to teach you how we can frame our prints. Remember, we need 3 total prints. We also need to have each of them framed. So for each one, what we're going to need is 2 pieces of construction paper that has been cut for you. You're going to need tape, a ruler, a pencil, and scissors. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have one piece of paper is going to be the backing for the print, and then the other one, we're gonna cut out a window so that it presents your work and frames your artwork, okay? So remember, you're being graded on your print itself, but also the presentation of your print. So this should be neat and should not be have crooked edges, and it should frame your artwork really well. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to make that little window for our artwork. So what we need to do is we're going to make pretty much a box that frames just the artwork itself. So we need to put our ruler and put our paper about in the middle of the page, so the black border around it is about even. So you can just eyeball this part. And then once we got it to a good spot, we're going to line up our ruler with the edge of the artwork, not the paper, but the artwork where the ink stops and where your register is. And you're gonna make a couple marks. So I'm using white pencil so you can see it a little bit better. And you're going to make your marks on the construction paper, not your paper here. Okay, so make sure you're giving it good pressure so that your paper's not sliding all around on you. And then on the construction paper on that side, this is the sides. And then we're gonna do it over here, 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 and here as well. There, I'm lining it up to where the ink is. I make a mark. Make the other mark, and now I'm going to do the bottom. Right there. Okay. So if I pull my print away, you can see it should look about like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this line and all the lines, and it's going to make another square, which we're then going to cut out. So make sure you're using a ruler for this part too. And go from this tick mark to this one. Then the other side. Okay, and then the other 2. And it should look about like that. Okay, so this part we're gonna cut out. So how you do that is pretty straightforward. You're gonna fold your paper over, grab your scissors, and you're gonna cut a little triangle or hole that you can then get your scissors into, and you're gonna cut along these edges. It can be kind of hard to get your scissors in there sometimes, especially in the corners, so just go slow, probably slower than how fast I'm going. Make sure you're following the line because you already did those measurements. Okay, now you can see I missed that a bit. I might want to come back and clean that up later. Clean that edge up a little bit more, and then I'll come back and just kind of get this piece, and then there, that's a little better. Okay, so we can throw this stuff away, And now I'll show you kind of what it looks like, and then we will tape it together. So here's the backing, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna tape this to the backing, and then your print will be taped along this edge, and when you fold it down, it will frame your work like so. So then if we want to lift it up and show people the signature and the number, we can. Okay, so first thing, let's tape it to the back. I'm going to be using masking tape so you can see it easily. And we might use Scotch or masking tape depending on what I've got in the class. So you want to tape this to where it doesn't show too much on the paper because we want it hidden. This tape is a little bit thick, but it should work. Tape it down. And then we're gonna line these two up right here, just so that they're touching each other, they're not overlapping. And then I'm gonna put about 2 pieces down here to make kind of like a hinge. There. I missed it a little bit, so I'm gonna bring it a little bit back and then tape the other side. So there you have it. Now if I want, I can lift this up. You can see the backing, and then I can fold it down like so. Alrighty, so now I'm going to talk about signing our work. Remember, we are going to have a title. So I'm just going to, for the sake of an example, I'm just going to call this one Blue. And then we have to number it, and this is my first one of my 3, so I'm going to put 1 of 3. If it was your second, you'd do 2 of 3 or 3 of 3, and then I can sign it on the right side. So there you go. We've got our prints framed, and now when we close it, it shows our work very nice.